Hey guys, and thanks for clicking on the video here. I'm talking about Lucid Motors. Now, for people that know me on my channel, I have not talked about EV companies in a while, and honestly, I stopped investing in EV companies because there's just so many, and the market is just overran right now. But I ran across Lucid Motors, and I honestly fell in love with the company. So we're gonna break this video down a little bit, talk about them, and why I think this EV company might actually be one to look at and maybe even get into. So first thing with Lucid Motors, let's start from the very beginning here. As most of our EV companies right now, they are not on the market officially. They're merging with a blank check company, which is called Churchill Capital. Now I can give you all the info of how much the deal is gonna be, yada yada, all that, but I don't really think you care. I think you wanna know about Lucid Motors and what you're getting into here. Now, like I said, the EV market is just so saturated right now. Everybody with like $100, $200 million is just coming in and they're merging with a blank check company and they're starting an EV company. There's literally like 30 to 40 new EV companies right now. And I love how people are making these videos like, this is the next Tesla, this is the one that's gonna blow up with electric cars. What do we know? We don't know. The only thing we know is that, yeah, Tesla works. And look how long it took Tesla to actually work. And therein lies the problem. People love Tesla. They're gonna keep buying Tesla. So it's gonna be hard for a lot of these EV companies to really get started. So that's why at this point, you just have to look at which ones you like, which ones you would actually buy, which of these vehicles that these companies sell would you actually buy? And that's how I do it. That's how I break down which one I want to invest in. And that's what I'm going to get into here with Lucid Motors. So looking at Lucid Motors, it started in 2007 in Newark, California. So this is a California company. And I'm going to be honest, this is one of the first and few EV companies where there is so much information on this company, every little thing about them. It is crazy. There was so much information, I just kind of had to pick apart what I wanted. Usually, because a lot of these EV companies have not even made a car yet, they just have prototypes and don't have factories, it's usually a nightmare to find information on these things. But Lucid Motors actually has vehicles, they have been selling vehicles. They have dealerships around the United States. And when they merge with Churchill Capital, they will be a company that is on the stock market exchange and you're allowed to buy into, invest your money into. Now here's the kicker. Here's the part where you're gonna go, oh, I don't know about this. Lucid vehicles are extremely nice. Their first vehicle starts at $70,000. Now that's a lot of money for a vehicle, which I look at that as a stockholder and I go, oh boy, that's gonna take a certain amount of money for a certain amount of people to come in, buy a certain amount of these vehicles, to bring in a certain amount of profit to where all the way down the hill, I see something from it as an investor.
Right.
But even when you click on their website, they sold me their website. They sold me this car. The cars that they make are absolutely beautiful. And listen, I'm a Tesla fan, but these things are a little nicer looking than Teslas to me. They're more sleek. They're more expensive looking. Honestly, I would put Tesla like in a BMW range, and I would put these Lucid Motor vehicles in a Lexus category. So these are high-end vehicles. These are for a different class of people that can afford them. This is not going to be for your common folk just to buy a car. These are luxury electric EV, same thing there, vehicles. And that's another reason why I invested in them, because these are expensive luxury vehicles. So I definitely encourage you, if this is something you're interested in, go to their website. Like I said, they have so much information. They have so much video footage of their company. This is not some kind of like Nikola thing. This is a real company with real vehicles. This is like, they are selling cars, they are ready to go. They are hitting the front lines here. And when they had the merger, there is no like, oh, you're gonna have to wait a year or two for them to start selling cars. No, they are selling cars. Looking at the actual stock of them, so you would look up Churchill Capital, and the ticker on that is CCIV. Now, I literally found the stock the day it was talked about. I caught a news article on it, and I looked up Lucid Motors. Literally, as I was looking up Lucid Motors, the stock was going up 50 cents every 20 minutes. And I looked at that and I went, okay, something's going on here, because this thing's not even merging anytime soon. But the volume on this thing is so crazy right now. So I got in around $13 on the dot with a very, very small portion in there, but I'm in the game. And since then, it's went from my $13 investment all the way to almost $19 a share. It even hit $20 at one point, a little over $20, which is freaking nuts. But what the trail of cookie crumbs is telling me here, looking at what's already happening, that tells me there's a lot of people interested in this company just like I am. That tells me there's a lot of people that are trying to get in right now before this thing gets really crazy. Like I said, this is already a company. This is already a company that is selling vehicles. They have multiple dealerships. They just opened up a new dealership in Miami. So at the end of this, guys, I know I didn't talk a lot of detail about this, but I just want to make people aware of this new EV company. If you're one of these guys that are really into new EV companies, this is definitely something I would look into. And I know this is a very expensive stock already, so this is something you're really going to think about. And I'm playing this one as a long-term stock. This is not something that I'm going to start seeing dividends on the next year or two. This is not something that I'm going to sell out of anytime. I'm going to be here waiting and watching and seeing what happens with this thing. But I'm really excited about this company. I'm really excited to see what they do. And I think they're going to be a major force, major fighter in the EV market. But guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Remember, be positive, be you. Bye-bye, guys.